So I want to have a little bit of fun today with the Black Widow electronic key machine, tracing and then cutting a Honda high security key. I got an ignition to test. Let's go ahead, let's put it through a few paces, let's talk about it, and of course, have a little bit of fun. So when it comes to electronic key machines like the Black Widow here, or really for that matter, any sort of key machine that cuts the laser / high security style key, the Honda key has kind of always been the litmus test, right? It's like the key that like, will it work and is it going to be a pain? And so I have a key is what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate it and then we're gonna go ahead and code cut it essentially. And of course I have an ignition here to test because, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. So if you're looking at buying a key machine, whether it's the Black Widow or one like it, knowing what exactly it looks like to cut a Honda key is very important. All right, so I have this Honda key here and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Actually, before I do here, I just have the little tablet here and I like to go right up here to the search and I'm gonna search just for the the key blank part number, which is a HO01. All right, let's pull that up. All right, now that we have it here, we can see the jaw, which is going to be the S1B, which is what we have set up right here. And you can see the tip stop. Let me open this up a little for you. You can see the tip top's really the second one. Now, this is not like exacting. Is what you want to do is just grab the key and you put it in as close to that second line as you can. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the key in that we want to duplicate. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here to the second line, just eyeball it really the best I can. I'm gonna put my finger down and I'm gonna try to just hold it nice because we want it nice and flat, okay? And we're gonna get it down. Now the one thing that I do want to express and make sure that you understand is when the tracer comes down or even the cutter comes down later and calibrates everything before it cuts, it is so important that there's no shavings around, okay? So make sure it's, you know, as clean as the dinner table or something because it can really mess you up. And we're gonna watch the process as it happens because you wanna make sure when it's calibrating everything that it's all good, okay? So we got this key in here. We're gonna hit the decode button. I'm gonna go and put the shield on right here, just like that. And so we have in the B, I already have the 1.0 millimeter decoder in. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit the decode button, all right? Now, while it's doing its thing here, I'm just looking to make sure that it's calibrating properly because if it's not and you see it hit a shaving or something and mess up and keep going without hitting the key, you can stop it and save the key. Otherwise, you're gonna junk a key, okay? And we don't wanna do that here. So it's going through. I like to also look at the spaces, like, okay, like on some different keys, when it's starting to decode it, it won't line up with where the actual cuts are. So making sure it's doing that properly is important. All right, there we go. Okay, so I decoded the key here. Let's look at it. All right, so it has all the cuts on there, looking pretty good. So we're gonna, and as a matter of fact, I don't know why I put the shield on to decode it, but I guess it's a better habit than no shield. But all right, so we've decoded it. Now I'm gonna put a blank test key in, okay? Let's go ahead and cut first side and then we'll go ahead and cut the second. So once again, I'm just gonna align it to the second mark on the B side on the S1 jaw, put my finger up top here, hold it down, clamp it in nice and tight. We're gonna put the shield on. We're gonna go ahead here and hit cut. And I am using the 2.0 millimeter. I'm gonna keep the stock speed at 5, which is fine. And let's go ahead and cut. All right, here we go. Cut. Once again, I'm just gonna make sure that when it's calibrating this blank key in here, that everything is Gucci. All right. Okay, now it's gonna calibrate really quick the cutter. We're gonna make sure everything's good there. that, we'll let it do its thing. All right, so one side is now done. Actually, let me move this out of the way. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get up here, get that going, and clean off some of these shavings here to grab the key out. All right, so we got one side done. We'll do the other in a second. Now, this is what is important because the whole process that we just watched it do the first time, it's going to do it again. So you wanna make sure you get this very, very clean. All right, so I'm gonna do this. That's looking good. So I'm gonna flip the key around, put it on the other side here, and align it to the number, that second line. Okay, nice and tight, put my finger down there. And then I just like to just double check here. We don't want any problems. All right, so we got that, put the shield back on, and we'll hit cut again. All right, and once again, we're just gonna really make sure that all the calibrations are going good. All right, the cutter's gonna do a quick calibration. Everything looks good. Let's let it cut. All right, so here we go. Just got done cutting. Once again, I'm gonna shake that a little bit. Let's get that out of the way. Get some of the base shavings off. All right, looking good. Looking good. All right, so the moment of truth. The key we just got done cutting an ignition to see if it works. Here we go. There we go. It works. So pretty cool. You know, I think it's real easy actually with the Black Widow. It does such a good job. You know, like I'm familiar with all of the jaws and the basic use just because of the Triton, and man, it just makes it easy. So of course, I want to know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey, before you go, I want to make sure that you know to include the hashtag Lockboss when you comment on our videos, and you automatically get hooked up to win free stuff that we give away each and every week. Tune in live here on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and find out who the lucky winners are. I'm rooting for you. We'll see ya.